Hi everyone, welcome to the new Would You Rather, the 45th video so far. And I'm always like this as usual at 1 in the afternoon. Always so low on energy. But don't worry, we'll get it high up during this video, as always. So this is gonna be like an energy raising video. We might see I might get some funny choices like always, or some really disturbing ones too. So I guess you guys might bear with me. Times are wasting. So let's get started. Start with our first choice. Then you know the deal, what happens at 1:30 too. I'm at 1:30 as well. Don't get that confused. Alright, would you rather be a character in Lord of the Rings or be a character in Harry Potter? Harry Potter. 26% says they'd rather be a character in Lord of the Rings, and 74% says they'd rather be a character in Harry Potter. I've seen most likely Harry Potter than Lord of the Rings. I've never seen Lord of the Rings. Oh my. Would you rather have a missing finger or a missing toe? Toe. 19% says they'd rather have a missing finger, and 81% says they'd rather have a missing toe. Well, if I were to have a missing toe, it would be on the tiny pinky toe that had a world's longest toenail. I had the longest toenail, but the moment I got out of the shower last week, the toe came off. Like, it came right off. That's uncommon. That's pretty disturbing, like I said. Would you rather arrive everywhere 5 minutes late or arrive everywhere 20 minutes early? Heck it, 5 minutes late. 23% says they'd rather arrive everywhere 5 minutes late, and 77% says they'd rather arrive 20 minutes early. Well, if I were to arrive 5 minutes late at the current job I currently work at, it would be fine. It's just, well, arriving 2 minutes early, even though they haven't opened yet, we'd be sitting in a parking lot. Most definitely. Next. Would you rather run a marathon or run for mayor? Marathon. 49% says they'd rather run a marathon, and 51% says they'd rather run for mayor. Well, I'm most definitely on the lean still. I would run a marathon if I have to, or wanted to. 51% says they'd rather run for mayor. Of course, everyone wants to run for mayor. It's anybody else's dream except mine. It's going to be painful. Would you rather live in a perfect city with a bad job, or live in a boring city with a perfect job? Well, if I were to have the perfect job, I would be in a boring city. 25% says they'd rather live in a perfect city with a bad job. 75% says they'd rather live in a boring city with a perfect job. You might as well have a perfect job even if you're in a boring city. I guess you might have to. But it's worth being in a boring city if you have a perfect job. Next. Would you rather have your blood sucked by a vampire or have your brain eaten by a zombie? Heck it. Blood sucked. 86% said they'd rather have their blood sucked by a vampire. 14% says they'd rather have their brain eaten by a zombie. I had my history of my blood being sucked by bed bugs back in my previous home. I mean, bed bugs are like vampire measles that just wants to eat off you because of how hungry they are. But I think we all know what happens when you get eaten by a zombie. Have your brains eaten. You die, and you reanimate into a zombie. So yeah, I think we all know what the deal is. Would you rather listen to older music or newer music? Newer music. Wow, 47% says they rather listen to older music. 53% says they rather listen to newer music. And this is what I was talking about. See, even with my Wi-Fi turned off on this phone, some fund investment website still pops up. Nobody wants to invest in funds right now. Not even me. So, yeah, anyway. I still listen to newer music here and there. But also every now and then I still listen to old nostalgic music from like decades when I was a kid. So, yeah. It matters not if I like newer or older music. Next. Oh, heck. It's 1:30. So this is number 5. This is number 5. So, number 5. Would you rather never pay for taxes or never pay for gas? Never pay for taxes. 68% says they'd rather never pay for taxes, and 32% says they'd rather never pay for gas. Well, gas is highly important. But taxes, it kills the brain. It kills the brain more than some zombie eating it. That's way worse. You'd be crunching them numbers for hours. It would be painful. Number 4. Would you rather live in a quiet neighborhood without many amenities, or live in a noisier neighborhood where there is plenty to do? Like an active neighborhood? Quiet neighborhood. Quiet neighborhood. 43% says they'd rather live in a quiet neighborhood, and 57% says they'd rather live in a noisier neighborhood where there is plenty to do. I'm in a silent neighborhood where there are no serial killers, or no criminals, or no except for coyotes, but I never see them. Lucky enough. God, these websites. God, I hate it when websites come out of nowhere. I guess when it comes to living in a noisier neighborhood where there's plenty to do, I guess when it comes to block parties and so on. But when it comes to this current quiet neighborhood where I am now, I guess they have block parties and yard sales in the morning time. Number 3. Oh no. Would you rather give up Christmas or your birthday? What? Birthday, man. I give up my birthday. 45% says they rather give up Christmas and 55% says they rather give up their birthday. I gotta. Since I always have literally to upload. Well, since my last birthday when I turned 24, I had literally to upload and some things went wrong and, well, and I never got to spend time with Kaylee on my birthday, so, well, I guess it was what it was back then. But give up Christmas? Heck no. You should never give up on Christmas. Although you just feel like you celebrated too much. Would you rather, well, this is number 4. This is number 2. Would you rather watch the Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad. Oh wow, 54% says they'd rather watch the Game of Thrones. 46% says they'd rather watch Breaking Bad. Well, recently I've been seeing a lot of memes. I've been hearing a lot of memes about Breaking Bad and a dozen references. Some of them when it came to SMG4. So, yeah, it's best that I'd rather watch that, despite the fact that I've never seen it. All right, you ready for number 1? What could it be? Number 1. Would you rather have a large painting of yourself or have a life-size sculpture of yourself? A large painting. Oh wow, 39% says they'd rather have a large painting of themselves. 61% says they'd rather have a life-size sculpture of themselves. Well, I already have 2 portraits hanging in my room. There's one right there. Well, there's one right there, and another one of my dad. So they're like portraits of myself. But if I were to have a life-size sculpture of myself, where would I put it? I might as well have to get rid of the chair since it's not been useful since it's not useful so often. I guess I might as well put it next to the bed and put the chair probably in that very corner right there. Like right over there. Alright, the video is done. Hope you guys enjoyed. I sincerely apologize for the pop-up websites for fund investments and other crap that doesn't mean crap to me. Other crap that doesn't mean crap. Sorry about that. I thought the Wi-Fi turned off would work, but apparently that didn't either. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the Gacha Resort do-over video, as I will be practicing really hard for. So, have yourself a great rest of your afternoon. Goodbye.